Hello, everyone in Maryland's 8th Congressional District, my beloved constituents and our friends beyond. We're back with my favorite time of the week, Local Hero. This week, we're recognizing Dorothy Stoltz, who is the Director of Community Engagement for the Carroll County Library System and also their representative on the Carroll County Census Committee. And in that capacity, we are recognizing her both for her distinguished career in the Carroll County Libraries, but also as a moving force in putting Carroll County first in the state in terms of census compliance and continually being on top in this effort. Welcome, Dorothy, and congratulations on being our local hero.
Thank you so much. It's really an honor to be here, and I wanted to just mention how pleased we are with the census across Maryland and our efforts and the support at the state level, as well as the federal level too. But it helps us do our work in our local communities.
Well, to tell us what have been the ingredients of Carroll County's success. I think everybody's been marveling at the numbers that you've had, and I think you guys were in first place in the last census too, with more than 83% compliance at the end of the process, and then the Census Bureau accounts for the rest. But how have you done it?
Well, I think in part the collaboration in this county is fantastic for any kind of project, any kind of initiative. So it is very motivating if we've been #1 in the 2010 census to try to match or surpass that. So we're kind of in competition with ourselves. So we did reach 83.4% last year. We were the highest in Maryland. And also we were one of the highest counties in the country. And I think it was in the top 50. So it's very motivating. And currently we're at 81%. So we're kind of getting there. And if I could just take a moment to give a little background on the census.
Please.
It might help your viewers to, hear a little bit about the history of the census in 1790. And this was under George Washington as president, and Thomas Jefferson as Secretary of State was the first census. And it fell under the Secretary of State to oversee the census. The goal then was to count how many men 16 years and older could be drafted in case there was a war. Well, the purpose has changed a great deal, and the census information is so helpful in terms of planning locally or at the state or federal level. So county government could figure out how best to prepare for emergency preparedness and how to look at local geographic areas. Businesses can determine where to put a store, for example. But one of the things that has evolved is that we do get federal funds coming into local counties based on counting each person. And so each person in the household, whether it's an adult, teen, child, or even a baby, brings in, for each person over 10 years, nearly $19,000 that goes towards roads and public works and schools and hospitals and so on. So filling out that census is important.
So essentially, if somebody doesn't find out about the census or decides it's not a big deal, they blow it off, and it only takes 5 minutes or 10 minutes to complete, it's as if they're costing the whole community, including themselves, $18,000 over a decade.
That's right. And it only takes 5 to 10 minutes, and you can fill out the census online. And this is the first year that you can do that. And I'll give you the website, but you can also do it by phone. So, and the census has been extended so that it usually finishes up around June 30th. But this year it's been extended because of the COVID to September 30th. So if you go to the website, my2020census.gov, my2020census.gov, You can fill out the form online or simply call 844-33-2020. 844-330-2020.
Great. Well, and all that information is on my website too, so we will direct you there, but definitely go to mycensus2020.gov. And that's everybody. That's Carroll County, that's Montgomery County, that's Frederick County. It's people all over Maryland. Every single person here has to be accounted for. It's not like the first census where some people count and some people don't count, and we're going to use 3/5 and all of that crazy stuff. None of that. We need every single human being who's here to be counted. And we should say that this information is used for no other purposes by the government. It's not turned over to any other department, agency, whatever it might be. Well, this is great. Tell us, it's been a tough time, but you've definitely kept your spirits up, and you've been a really strong force in terms of making sure the census succeeds. What has been getting through the COVID period?
During that first week of the COVID closure, I read an article about the Elizabethan plague in England, or the various plagues that they had, and how Shakespeare was productive and creative and kind of kept his spirits up. And during one of those periods when the theaters were closed, he wrote Macbeth, King Lear, and Antony and Cleopatra. So in this short period of time, he was so productive. And I just thought, we can be productive and we can be creative and innovative and continue to find ways as a library to serve the community, and for the census to keep promoting to get people to go ahead and complete the census.
Well, that is indeed an inspiring thought. And we can all aspire to write perhaps a play as dark as Macbeth is, about power and ambition and death during a plague. Well, look, Dorothy, thank you so much for everything you're doing for Carroll County, everything you're doing for Maryland, everything you're doing for our wonderful libraries there. And congratulations on being our local hero. And we're going to make you famous in Maryland's 8th District this week and this weekend.
Thank you very much for having me.
And we'll come and see you when we're all done with this. Thanks so much.
Thank you.